Alright, folks, imagine you're fixing up your dad's old boathouse, a tribute to his memory, when the HOA queen storms in, calls it a monstrosity, and dials 911 like you're plotting a crime instead of hammering nails. That's the infuriating, almost comical fight I faced in Silver Lake, Michigan, and let me tell you, it's a story that'll make you laugh, burn with anger, and cheer when her own game buries her. So grab a drink, settle in, and drop a comment with your city or country. I'm dying to know where this one's hitting. I'm Caleb Moss, a boat builder who learned the trade from my dad, a man who found peace in his Silver Lake boathouse, fishing and tinkering until the day he passed. After his death, I moved to his old property to restore the weathered shackle way to keep him close, built on my 200 feet of shoreline, did rock-solid, water rights from 1895. I was 3 weeks in, the frame steady again, when heels clacked like a warning shot on the dock. "You can't build that eyesore," a voice shrieked. I turned to see Evelyn Pratt, mid-40s, in a starched white blazer, blonde hair helmet, clutching a clipboard like it gave her divine power. She looked like she'd walked off a set, ready to shut me down. "I'm Caleb Moss," I said, brushing off sawdust. "Restoring my dad's boathouse here since '83, all permits in order." She glared at it like it was a junk heap. "I'm Evelyn Pratt, aesthetics board head," she snapped. "This violates Silver Lake standards." I stayed calm, Dad's voice in my head urging patience. "Evelyn, this isn't new, it's a restoration on my land, fully legal." I offered my deed, but she shoved a notice at me, fake gold seal and all. "HOA Rule 47B, no shoreline structures without approval," she said, smacking. "You've got 72 hours to tear it down, or we'll sue." Her recently updated, the tone screamed set up this rule was made to target me. I handed her my survey, proving my ownership. "This predates your HOA, Evelyn, I am not stopping." Her fingers twitched, then she whipped out her phone. 911. "There's an illegal build ruining our community." I stood, stunned, as she painted me as a lawbreaker. Officer Daniels rolled up, weathered and over it. "Construction dispute?" he asked. Evelyn ranted, waving her clipboard, claiming I was trashing Silver Lake's character. I showed Daniels my deed and survey, explaining the boathouse's history. He studied them, glanced at the shack, and turned to her. "He owns this land, ma'am, and he's fixing an old structure." "No crime here." Evelyn's face flushed. "HOA rules trump property rights." Daniel sighed. "Not state law, ma'am." He left, but Evelyn's icy smile hit me hard. "I make the rules, Caleb," she hissed into her phone, loud enough for me to hear. "This isn't over." Next day, I was back at it, nailing boards, the lakes come easing my nerves. Restoring Dad's boathouse felt like bringing him back, board by board. Evelyn returned with a thick folder. "New HOA rules," she said, voice sugary but venomous. "No shoreline changes without approval, $500 daily fines." The document was a rushed attack aimed at me. "Evelyn, this boathouse was here before your HOA," I said, showing my survey again. "I own this, so you can't touch me." Her smirk flickered, but she doubled down. "Rules change, Caleb, history doesn't get you a pass." Her need to control, sparked by a failed city council run, was personal. Naomi Boathouse a challenge to her reign. Then came the twist, Mrs. Clara Hayes, my 75-year-old neighbor, sharp as ever, handed me an envelope. "Caleb, this came to my place by mistake," she said, eyes troubled. Inside, a petition signed by 20 neighbors demanded I stop work for community concerns. Names I knew, folks who'd waved support just days ago. Clara fumed, Evelyn lied, said it was a community support survey. She even tricked my grandkid into signing for playground funds. My blood boiled. Evelyn had preyed on trust, manipulating neighbors, even a teen, to sabotage me. Clara gave me a number. Call Rachel Dunn, a reporter digging into HOA abuse. We are done with her bullying. I called Rachel, who was all in. Caleb, I've got years of dirt on Evelyn, but no one's spoken out until you. We met at the boathouse, Clara, her husband, Tom, and 7 neighbors sharing tales of Evelyn's tyranny, fines for wrong paint, threats over kids' play, driving out 3 families with fake violations. She bullied the Thompsons out last year, Clara said, voice firm. Rachel's cameras captured the boathouse, the petition, our proof. Her story, HOA tyrant sabotages family legacy, went viral, justice for Caleb, scrawled on docs. Evelyn's blog, claiming she saved Silver Lake, backfired, rallying our side. The Millers brought meals, horrified, but some neighbors muttered, she's just strict, brushing off her malice. The showdown came at an emergency HOA meeting, the community center packed with 50 furious residents. Tom, a retired contractor, chaired it, holding the 1995 HOA charter. Evelyn's rules were never voted on. She's been lying, he said, moving to oust her. 45 hands shut up, only 2 stayed loyal. Evelyn leapt up, red-faced. This is a witch hunt. I protected your property values. The crowd booed, and Tom's voice cut through. We want community, not control. A vote for cooperative leadership passed unanimously. Evelyn stormed out, threatening lawsuits, her clipboard useless. Her house sold fast, a new family painting it vibrant green, erasing her shadow. The boathouse became a community effort. Tom wired lights, kids painted, Clara brought lunches. At Silver Lake's first barbecue, 60 neighbors laughed, kids splashed, a guitarist strummed folk tunes. I hung a sign, Moses Boathouse, welcome all. Tom handed me a beer on the dock. Your dad would be proud, Caleb, you rebuilt more than a boathouse. Evelyn's reign, built on lies, crumbled under truth. But as we celebrated, a car idled nearby, watching, then drove off. Evelyn, maybe, plotting her next move. Was this just one bully's obsession, or a system that lets HOA tyrants thrive? Should I have confronted her earlier, or was exposing her publicly the only way? Drop a comment your take, your neighbor battles. What's worth fighting for in your community? Alright, folks, imagine you're fixing up your dad's old boathouse, a tribute to his memory, when the HOA queen storms in, calls it a monstrosity, and dials 911 like you're plotting a crime instead of hammering nails. That's the infuriating, almost comical fight I faced in Silver Lake, Michigan, and let me tell you, it's a story that'll make you laugh, burn with anger, and cheer when her own game buries her. So grab a drink, settle in, and drop a comment with your city or country. I'm dying to know where this one's hitting. I'm Caleb Moss, a boat builder who learned the trade from my dad, a man who found peace in his Silver Lake boathouse,